Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Scrap Mechanics. So, I went ahead a little bit here. I apologize for that, I guess. Not that big of an apology, honestly. I'm totally fine with going ahead a little bit. I know a number of you guys probably would have liked to see the progress, but really, I just slapped the horns on and painted the thing. Oh, right, I added teeth. I forgot I added teeth. This thing is way too big. Anyway, so what do we do now? Now's the hard part. Surprisingly, it's actually pretty close to balanced. Like, really balanced. I'm not entirely sure how I've managed this. I guess some of the pieces I've been adding have been a fair bit heavier than I thought. Pieces, parts, whatever. Anyway, so we got a couple of things we need to do. I'm turning this now so we can actually have the face lit. I should have done this from the beginning, but whatever. But yeah, so we want to get up on the face. Do we want to even blend in the horns too much? I kind of like them just jutting out like this, but I think we should blend them in just a bit. Mainly because, you know, it'll look nicer. I'm not going to try so hard for symmetry. I've been working really hard to keep this guy symmetrical. I probably should. Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, I want to say this guy is actually perfectly symmetrical right now. I think there's like, whoops. Why did I get knocked off? Maybe I just got knocked back? I don't know. That's what I get for it standing near the edge. Okay, yeah, there might be a couple of blocks in the eyebrows that are at odds with each other. Yeah, I can already see some spots. Right here seems to be the case. Okay, so he's not as balanced as I thought he was going to be. Well, that's fine. So yeah, he's got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and if you notice, I haven't filled these in yet. Okay, there we go. So now the eyebrows are relatively, oh god, they're worse than I thought they would be. Crap. This is a condrummel. Okay, fine. Let's fill it in a bit. I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but at least it'll fit. Huh. It's a very Owl City remix. Or not remix, no copyright sound right now. Which is actually pretty okay. I'm a fan of Owl City. Haven't really heard a whole lot from him lately. What if he just fell off the map? It's very, very possible, honestly. Let's see. He got really popular. I don't even know if people still know who Owl City is. He got super popular when I was in late middle school. I want to say it was late middle school. Yeah, it was. It might have been my like freshman or sophomore year. Now that I'm thinking about it. Oh no, I was still taking the school bus at the time. I took the school bus all the way up into high school. Really, I guess really until my senior year. I didn't learn how to drive until I was 18, mainly just because I didn't want to deal with permit nonsense. Permit nonsense was a pain in the butt. Yeah, so I'm not entirely sure if this is going to match in the same way. And I guess that sucks, but I don't know, I don't care that much. But yeah, I just didn't want to deal with it, so I didn't. And I think that actually worked out fairly well for me. Okay, I'm just gonna try and keep this relatively symmetrical, but obviously we have issues. Okay, that's probably good enough. I think I need to like delete these corners, and there we go. I think that's enough. Oh, almost. This goes down too. Okay, I think that's enough, at least for the time being. Let's see if we can go up any further. I can. Cool. So yeah, we've got these horns. They're awesome, but they also are, they don't blend in very well, comparatively. So let's blend them in at least as much as we can manage. At least it's pretty easy. I'm tempted to have the eyebrows sweep into it, but I don't think I want to do that. I think I might have honestly welded them a little bit too far forward. Well, option A. Yeah, that kind of works. Gonna put one there. Yeah, this works. I don't know if I'm exactly gonna remember how I did this on this side, but I think it'll be easy enough. So it was like this, and then you. And then it deleted that one. Okay, there we go. And the rest of this should fall in line pretty easy. So yes, I know a number of you guys were also, particularly... is that 3? It's 3. Okay, a number of you guys were particularly grumble about the fact that this guy no longer looks like the comical monstrosity that I had originally had. I apologize for that, I guess. Really, it's one of those where, like, I'm pretty satisfied with how, like, creepy he looks now. Remember, this is Ultra-Slugula. This is not Grampy Slugula. As funny as that nickname is, as funny as that name is for him, he is supposed to be kind of horrifying, and I wanted to express that properly. So here we are. Okay, so we just fill that in, and then we move it over here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that gives him a little bit more of a red eyebrow look. I'm not sure if I want to... Yeah, let's knock that down a bit. Okay, so it blends in a little bit better. At least better enough. I'm not entirely sure if I want to divot that at all. I don't think I'm going to bother. It's still kind of square, but there's really not much we can avoid. Yeah, so this is the one part that I added. That you guys didn't see. I should have had it in, but honestly, whoops. I just wanted to get shit done. Somebody also mentioned he kind of looks like Thanos. You're right. The weird chin thing is definitely a Thanos thing. I didn't really think about that when I was making it, but the comparison is totally acceptable from my standpoint right now. Anyway, I'm gonna have these cover the bottom lip just so it blends in a little bit better. Maybe. I don't know why I'm so, like, anal about blending. I really hate it when, like, disparate parts are stitched on unless it's very intentional. A lot of people... Somebody was asking me about, like, steampunk stuff recently, and I was just like, I'm surprisingly not a big fan of the steampunk genre, or even cyberpunk often, because it feels haphazard and not well designed. I prefer stuff closer like Mass Effect, which is just straight up, future. Like, futuristic. Because Mass Effect has, like, really sleek-looking cool suits that fit really well, like, in-universe, and everything feels like it was designed well. And I never quite got that feel from steampunk or cyberpunk. Reminds me... Oh, shoot, I don't even remember the name of the game. Something I played with Bird, but it was a... it was like a steampunky... Or not steampunk, cyberpunky type game. And it was garbage, and then it got like 20,000 views, and it's just like, what? What? I'm not used to things like that taking off, but I guess people were looking for it and then realizing, oh, this isn't good. Because I think the next episode got like 1,000-ish. It varies. Channels are weird. YouTube is weird. Gaming is weird. I'm glad to be doing this, though. Also, just... complete topic change back on these, like, weird lip things that I'm working on. I was toying with the idea of actually painting them white. And I still am kind of a bit. But I think this is okay. Interestingly enough, he's wiggling on us. Which is weird, I don't have any, moving parts. Yeah, I'm halfway tempted to actually have them, curve up and around, but I think this is good. Makes them look really freaky. And I'm down with that. Let's see. Here's the last question. Do we... Yeah, let's give him a bit of an upper lip. Just so it's not this, like, weird thing. Okay, there we go. And I'm just gonna have it be black. Yeah, I think this works. I think this works really well. Maybe, ooh, I know what we're gonna do. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oops. I missed a spot there. Okay. Halfway tempted to actually extend it up or something like that, just a little bit more. But yeah, so this gives them kind of this weird, cracked looking effect, which is great. Oh yeah, this guy is freaky looking, and I love him. I don't know if I'll extend the lines up at all. Okay, but as far as cosmetics go, this is actually probably the what? Huh, that's the lowest this goes. I didn't even realize. Okay, but yeah, that's actually the end of what cosmetic changes I'm gonna make to this guy. Let's climb in his maw and let's look around. So I need to find the center point of this thing. I also got to figure out how the hell I'm gonna fly it. Honestly, probably gonna control him. Oh crap. Okay, I gotta extend this out a little bit further. Let's do about here. I might put like an internal staircase or something. I gotta figure that out first. I think, oh yeah, we've also got this weird ramp on the side that we should mimic. Does it just go all the way back? Oof. Maybe it's easier to mimic than I thought. But yeah, it's a 2-block ramp that goes all the way along. I guess I started mimicking it on the other side. Okay, that's good. So should be easy to remake. I wonder how creepy this thing would look from the inside, on the dark map. I want to see that. I'll have to bug Durf about this. What I might. Oh shoot. Yeah, we're gonna be streaming. Next time we stream, I think is gonna be tomorrow. Like when I say next time we stream, I mean like multiplayer. I might see if I can convince Durf to make a very quick, like, light-up system for the city. I don't entirely know how he'd do it. I'd probably leave it just up to him. But, you know, just something that lights up the city. Or we just don't do dark mod. Or maybe I insist that we do dark mod as, like, a round 2 at a later date. Maybe let people futz with their Godzillas if they want to. That would actually probably make the most amount of sense. Okay, so we've got this. It looks like he's got braces from the inside, which is really funny. Damn it. Yeah, I have to crawl out of his mouth. Okay, let's get down. We can get into this sucker really easily, comparatively. We gotta figure out how to balance him. Which means I'm gonna have to get rid of those weights, and I'm just gonna put like this down right here. We're gonna get rid of all the ultra heavies, and we're gonna figure out. I guess if we had a lift under him, that would do the trick. Yeah, it'd be really great if you could actually see the like center of mass on a thing. I know there are a couple of like buildy games that actually let you see the physical attributes of whatever you're building. That'd be really nice. I'd love it if more games had that kind of thing, honestly. Okay, but yeah, so we're taking off this tiny little weight turd. Holy crap. Did I get it? I might have gotten it. It's balanced on 2 blocks. Let's try moving it forward just a smidge. Do we wanna try moving it here? Let's try moving it forward here. I'm gonna keep this section, but I want to see. Because it's still leaning back just a bit. So let's try moving it here. I think that's probably good. Maybe a little bit further. This is way easier than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, that's pretty close to upright. Let's keep going. Let's try and find the exact midpoint on this sucker. Unfortunately, I don't think it's tilting too much, but like we're getting there. Front's heavy. There's a lot of blocks up there. I actually have no idea how much this thing's shifting to, which is kind of worrying me. Like, I'm a little bit afraid that it's... Yeah, I think we're good. Wow. This is weird. I don't do this shit very often. I'm kind of tempted to hit it with a hammer and see what happens. I mean, it would probably just fall over. Right. I gotta go from this angle just because... Should have thought about that. Alright, whatever. Okay, so we've got the foot. Actually, come to think of it, before I do anything, let's go get these teeny little spike feet that we had originally. I could actually have the nose cones, but honestly, let's do we want to do like 1x2s just so they're like a little bit longer? Yeah, I'm gonna give them some spike feet. Just one in every corner. What this will do is if this guy does, in fact, fall down, it should prevent him from, lagging the game really badly. I think. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so this way, the vast majority of the whole thing, will work. So how do we mark this? I feel like I should mark it... I mean, honestly, I feel like I should just mark it like this. But maybe we just keep the stand on. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Let's paint white and white. Okay, so that means if I get inside this sucker, we've got this teeny little section right here. This is the center point. Or the center of mass, currently. So if we're gonna want to have like a crazy gimbal system, we want it coming off of this. How do we do that? Do we even want a gimbal system? I guess the easiest question to ask initially is, can we even gimbal? And the answer is, well, I don't know. Let's see. I'm assuming we're gonna need a healthy host of suspension glitches to get this thing turning. Let's separate it out a little bit. I think groups of 3 is probably the most viable. Okay, and let's get the suspensions here. And if I put most of these blocks near the center point, we shouldn't have to worry about this thing unbalancing too much. I mean, once I get the stability glitches, the entire thing is going to be pretty stable in and of itself, but still. Okay, so let's fill that in. Fill this in. And I really have no way of getting my third-person camera. There's no way I can zoom out far enough to make that work. Oh, that's gonna be a bit of a conundrum. Can I do this? No. Like, I think I'm gonna have to have a, I think I'm honestly gonna have to have, let's have a controller and an invisible seat as my, as the crown. Oops, gotta go black. My bad. Okay. So let's see. Can it reach? Shoot. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure how this is gonna go. I might have to have, like, a crazy staircase or something. Oh, did I? Yeah, we're gonna need a staircase up in here. Oh, that's fine. Kinda needed one anyway. It's mildly tempting, actually, to do a staircase maybe from the center, even. I just like the sides, because that's how we get up to the, That's how we get up to the one section. I don't know. We'll figure it out, or we won't. Huh. Okay. Let's see if this works. Yeah, the other option is we just put in a bunch of thrusters with buttons and stuff. That'd probably be easier. I just really want to see if I can turn this with suspension glitches. It's probably way too heavy. But like, I don't know. That's the weird part about all of this. I have no idea how heavy this sucker is in comparison to some of my other builds, because he's made entirely with he's made almost entirely with suspension glitches, or not suspension glitches, ultralight blocks. Okay, he ain't moving. Well, that makes that easy. Makes this part a bit harder. Okay, I should probably figure out some way. Okay, well, this is fine. So let's get rid of all of this. Because, yeah, if those can't even make it slowly budge, this thing's just too big. And I think we already kind of knew that was going to be the answer. But still. Okay, so if I can't use suspension glitches, there's really no point to gimbling here. And honestly, I think we all kind of knew that gimbling was going to be impossible here. Because if I had this thing gimbal, I would need to be able to do WASD turning, I think. Yeah, it'd be really hard to get it to gimbal anyway, and honestly, if suspension glitches, 6 suspension glitches can't get it to turn at all, trying to get it to gimbal at all sounds like it would just be a nightmare. Okay, I really wish I actually had like a ramp that I could unfurl from this thing. It's just, I don't want a whole lot of moving parts. So we need a, I'm effectively gonna have to put like some kind of base ladder or something. With a bunch of suspension glitches to keep this thing remotely up. Like, we're gonna need 1 billion of them. We're gonna need a lot of suspension. Whoosh. Oof. Alright, whatever. It'll be fine. Let me see. I'm just gonna make staircases on both sides. Might extend them out just a little bit further. Considering this thing hasn't fallen on its face yet, that's actually really encouraging. Oops. Too far. Okay, there we go. Let's see. So I went 1 too far. That's easy enough. Okay, so yeah, let's delete all this crap, and here we go. Okay, so I got staircases on the inside. We got the center point. Let's get the suspension block on. It's mildly tempting to try and come up with some kind of like hanging system. Effectively just a bunch of these. Kind of running together. With bearings and stuff. With the thrusters on either side. This would let it swing from side to side. I mean, the weird part is we actually could do that. Have Ultra-Slugula himself hang. I want to try this, actually. Let's try this. Let's just make it on the lift. Let's just have it on a line here. So we want to go just 2 up. It doesn't need much. And if we're lucky, the dude will never have too many issues. I mean, If he does end up being too heavy here, then we just nix the whole idea and we go for a fixed system. Let's see. This should work. We want as many bearings as possible, because these are going to be load bearing. Effectively... Yeah, this is fine. We're going to have 2 of these. To keep it even, because it's not a... It's, I swallowed wrong. That's inconvenient. There are going to be 2 of these. 2 of these, like, kind of interlocking mechanisms. Parallel to each other. Let's see. So let's start welding this down. So I'll make one side, then I'll make the other. But if we're lucky, we can actually get this thing that I'm making here actually be how this thing like flies. All of the downward thrust provided in one area. All of the turning, all of the everything. The only problem is whether or not it's going to be too cumbersome, or if it's going to tear itself apart. That's the one fear I got here. Okay, so we've got this, like, crazy tooth system. So what this will do is, if you knock it over... Here, let's grab a hammer. We don't need ultralights at this point. Yeah, if you notice, so technically it'll swing freely. Meaning, if, say, this thing gets hit from the side, it should work great. I'm trying to think, should I have them connected? The answer is probably yeah. Because here's the thing. Let's start getting some suspension glitches up in here. Because we're going to need those. Bad. Silent stability glitch. Do we want that, or do we want my regular one? Yeah, let's go with the bigger one. I don't know if there's much of a need, but my usual stabilizers are just a little bit stabler, I think. Mainly, they don't rely on as many weird glitches to keep them going. It's just one primary glitch, and then everything else is just kind of there. Plus, they can be welded together and stuff like that. So do we want it to just be a line of them? As long as I don't accidentally, yeah, there we go. As long as we don't accidentally, like, screw it up or anything like that, we should be in an okay position. Okay. So, if we just do weld here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so let's just do a line of these suckers. I don't know if they're gonna... They're not gonna fit the whole line of it. But this'll be fine. Because we can always put the thrusters in the back or something like that. Okay. So, what this does is... Actually... Yeah, I'll keep that. It's a little odd to have it be uneven like this, so let's just put some blocks there. Okay, so let's get this on the lift. And make sure everything's good. Perfect. I don't know if I need to do this, but it makes me feel better. Okay, so that shows exactly where we shouldn't mess with. Okay, and we got a whole bunch of them. But yeah, if you notice, I hit it with a hammer. It doesn't do jack diddly doo-dah. Which is good. Okay, so now that I've got that, I mean, it's omnidirectional right now, which is great. So let's dupe it. We'll just call it a stable Slugula for the time being. Okay, so we need 2 of these, and we're gonna weld them together. So, we're sort of gonna weld them together. Effectively, what I'm just gonna do is... I'm just gonna extend that all the way over. Put this on a lift. Put a bearing on one side. And check. Okay. Oh, there really is not much of a... Huh. So it doesn't matter which side we use. I'll use this one. Okay, perfect. And then we're gonna connect on the other side. This will just keep them from getting too desynced from each other, because there's a small chance that this thing's gonna take a big heavy... Oh. Huh. Didn't like that for some reason. This thing's gonna take a big heavy hit, and it's not gonna be able to do what it wants. But this should mean, I think, if I hit this with a hammer, it lags a bit. I don't know if this is a good idea. Well, worst comes to worst, I cut them free. Yeah, I really don't know. Well, okay, so next we're gonna want to do... We're gonna want to extend this over, like, 2. Alright, so I'm assuming we're gonna need some T2 thrusters. T3? Let's just try a couple of T3s for start. I mostly want to just get this thing hooked up. Hooked on. First. So that shouldn't have issues. It lagged bad when we hit it with a hammer, which is a little bit worrying. But again, all I have to do is liberate them. Yeah, if need be. The other option is, I don't know. I mean, the other option is quite simply we just nix the whole idea and go with something that, oh, shoot, did I? Oh. I gotta make this one a little bit further out, actually. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna do... Nope. We're gonna do this, this, this. So the one issue that I'm looking at here, is this just goes up and forward. We need turning, too. So we're gonna need... We're gonna need these. Okay, that should be good. I guess the last thing would be, very simply, let's weld these 2 together on the bottom. Do we want to do that? There's no reason why not to, which begs the question, how's this even going to work? I have no idea how this is going to work. You know what? Let's nix these up on top for the time being. I don't know how they work, and I think we had like a missing bearing there, which was concerning. Okay. Yep, I officially have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, jeez. Turns out we needed what I had. Because otherwise the weight of the thrusters actually drags it down. Who knew? I didn't. Oh, maybe I wasn't missing a bearing there. I don't know. Well, that could also just indicate that this entire thing is totally invalid. Yeah, because these weld to the ground. Is there a way to... Okay, I'm gonna get a controller down. I just want to see if this is even viable. Or if this is just going to do weird shit. Let's see, basic controller. Here. There. Just make it go up by 15 degrees. Now it looks like it actually does what I think it would do. It's a little funkalicious, but the cross beams keep it together. And this way it can, like, it can bend. Is probably my best, means of explaining it. Okay, so how the devil do we get into this sucker? I mean, I could cut a staircase in. That seems like that would be a problem, though. Well, it's only a problem if you give a damn. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave a big ol' hole in the side just for a minute. Because we need, Ooh, yeah, this is actually heavy enough to make this guy tilt on this side. Well, it'll be fine. Once we get the suspension glitches in, I should have used ultralights. It's actually kind of hilarious to see just how much this impacts the whole build. Guess I could just put it on a lift. Yeah, we really know he's stable this way. Okay, so I'm gonna need get some ultralights in here. I might replace some of the superstructure with ultralight. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this forward, like, right there. That way we can weld it on with minimal issues. Okay, let's see. So you're the center. Oh, shoot buckets. You're the center line, yes? Okay. Actually, hold on. We'll put this on the lift. We're gonna move it up just one. Okay, there we go. This way, we have less issues welding it down. Still has issues being welded down. That's my favorite. Well, I mean, worst comes to worst, we put the whole sucker on a lift, but there's no way I could easily get the suspensions in. Well, let's see by raising it if we fix the problem. Fortunately, we haven't, which really sucks and confuses the shit out of me. Well, we could move it just up here. We'll have to move the T3 thrusters around. But then I'm gonna go cut the staircase off and we'll see if we can get this working. Okay, yeah, let's cut that staircase off. Oh, jeez. I haven't saved this thing in a while. I really haven't saved this thing in a while, and I think we just crashed the game. Well, that sucks. Alright, well, this is my fault. Hubris at its finest. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Scrap Mechanic. Hopefully we can save this. I'm going to save it no matter what. It's just I might have to do some serious surgery or something. Well, see you guys then, and as always, thanks for watching. Save your work, goddammit. Because I didn't. I started this episode thinking, save your work, and then I forgot. Whoops.